Your enemy is closer than you think. It prevents you from achieving your goals, proving your worth, and living your best life. This enemy is you, and it all starts with the lack of discipline. Listen up. Most people are walking around like zombies, wondering why their life sucks, why they can't get ahead, why they're stuck in the same boring routine day after day. They blame everything and everyone except the real culprit staring back at them in the mirror. You want to know the truth? The brutal, raw truth that nobody wants to hear? You are your own worst enemy. And until you accept that fact, you'll keep spinning your wheels, going nowhere fast. Imagine that your life is a vast ocean, and discipline is the rudder that guides you through turbulent waves toward your deepest dreams. We all face moments when we feel adrift, whether due to procrastination or a lack of motivation. Maybe you found yourself lost, unsure of how to navigate toward your biggest goals. I know exactly how you feel because I've been there. I've been in that dark place where you wake up every morning feeling like a failure, where you make promises to yourself that you never keep, where you watch other people succeed while you're stuck making excuses. But here's the thing that changed everything for me. This channel and today's video are the tools you need to take control of your rudder and finally reach your dreams. No more excuses. No more tomorrow. Today is the day you stop being a victim of your own weakness. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share something that truly made a difference in my life. These discipline strategies are not just theory. I've applied them myself and witnessed the results firsthand. I went from being a procrastinating loser to someone who actually gets things done. That's why I'm here, to pass these tools on to you, because I know how much they can transform the way you approach your goals and overcome the challenges of daily life. If these strategies worked for me, I'm sure they can work for you too, but only if you're ready to stop making excuses and start taking action. Let's embark on this journey together, because discipline transforms. But let me warn you right now, this isn't going to be easy. This isn't some feel-good motivational garbage that makes you feel better for 5 minutes. This is real work, and it's going to require you to face some uncomfortable truths about yourself. Let's be honest, we all face challenges. Fear of success, low self-esteem, laziness, lack of motivation. How many times have you felt stuck, thinking, "I'm not capable" or "I can't do it"? These feelings are more common than you might think, and they're not a sign of weakness. Actually, scratch that. They are a sign of weakness, but here's the good news. Weakness can be turned into strength if you're willing to do the work. On the contrary, they are an opportunity to grow, to understand your weaknesses, and to overcome them. Every time you feel like giving up, every time you want to quit, that's your moment to prove to yourself what you're really made of. Today, we're going to talk about how discipline is the key that can help you overcome these obstacles and achieve the life you've always dreamed of. Not the life your parents want for you, not the life society expects from you, but the life you want. The good news is that with the right tools and a focused mindset, you can overcome these challenges. But you have to want it more than you want to stay comfortable. You have to want it more than you want to sleep in. You have to want it more than you want to scroll through social media for hours. I want you to know that no matter where you are right now, discipline is a skill you can cultivate to turn the game in your favor. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But I need you to understand something first. This isn't magic. This isn't going to happen overnight. This is going to take time, effort, and a commitment to change. I will share 5 essential tips to develop discipline in a practical and effective way. From setting clear goals to techniques for overcoming procrastination and making things happen, these tips will give you a step-by-step guide to finally get moving. But pay attention. The 5th tip is the most powerful and could be the difference between trying and truly succeeding. It's the tip that separates the winners from the wannabes, the doers from the dreamers. First of all, it is important to understand what discipline really is. And let me tell you, most people have it completely wrong. Discipline is not about sporadic effort. It's not about that initial excitement we feel when we start something new, only to see the motivation disappear later. That's not discipline, that's just another form of procrastination disguised as action. Discipline is about consistency. True discipline is the ability to do what is necessary every day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up when it's raining, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you'd rather be doing literally anything else. It is the force that keeps you on track, day after day. Think of discipline as a muscle that you need to exercise. Just like any other muscle, it gets stronger with constant practice. It's not just about momentary willpower, but about establishing a behavior pattern that will take you where you want to go. The key here is to build a solid and well-defined routine. This routine will be the foundation that supports your actions towards your goals. Without this foundation, you're just building castles in the air. Now, if you think discipline is difficult, I have good news for you. It can be learned and gradually incorporated into your life. You don't have to start in a radical way, but rather build this habit over time. But here's the catch: you actually have to start. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Today. What if I told you there's a simple technique that can increase your discipline in just 1 week? But hold on, you'll find out soon enough. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like if you're serious about changing your life. To begin, it's essential to set clear and realistic goals. Having discipline without direction is like navigating without a destination. Have you ever felt lost, not knowing where you're heading? That's because you don't have a clear target to aim for. To start building your discipline, you need a clear objective. The first step is to define your goals in a concrete and specific way. Instead of simply saying, "I want to improve my health," for example, define something more tangible like, "I will walk 30 minutes, 5 times a week, for the next 3 months." See the difference? One is a wish, the other is a plan. Winners make plans. Losers make wishes. Which one are you going to be? When you set a clear goal, it becomes a reference point. Every step you take towards that goal will be more meaningful, and discipline will become easier to maintain. Remember, the more specific your goal, the easier it will be to take consistent actions to achieve it. Additionally, it's important that your goals are realistic. There's no point in aiming for something grand without taking the first step. You need to start small, and as you achieve small victories, you will gain confidence to go further. But here's where most people mess up. They set goals that are either too easy or too hard. Too easy and you won't grow. Too hard and you'll give up. You need to find that sweet spot where it challenges you but doesn't break you. Once you have your goals clear, it's time to turn those intentions into real habits. Let's explore how to create an efficient routine, something that works and is sustainable to achieve your goals consistently. Your routine is the foundation of your success. Discipline needs to be incorporated into your life naturally, and nothing is more effective for that than a solid routine. The key is to make your daily actions a reflection of your goals. This means setting fixed times for your essential activities, such as waking up early, planning your day, and working on your dreams. Consistency is what turns small daily efforts into great achievements. For this to become reality, you need to start the process of forming habits. Here's something most people don't know. It may take 21 days to solidify a habit, so be patient with yourself. But during those 21 days, you cannot miss a single day. Not one. That's what separates discipline from wishful thinking. During this time, each effort should be rewarded with a sense of progress. And when you start to notice that your routine has become natural, that's when the magic of discipline happens. That's when you stop being someone who tries and become someone who does. But what about when obstacles arise, like procrastination? There's a technique that can help you overcome these moments of resistance, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. Procrastination is the #1 enemy of productivity. It's like a black hole that sucks your energy and diverts you from your true goal. It's the voice in your head that says you can do it later, that you deserve a break, that you've earned some time off. But the good news is that there are proven techniques to overcome procrastination. One of the most effective is to break your day into blocks of time. Instead of seeing a large task as an impossible monster to tackle, how about breaking it into smaller parts? For example, if you have a big project to finish, break it down into 30-minute sessions. Dedicate yourself completely to that part of the task for that period, without distractions. No phone, no social media, no excuses, just you and the work. At the end of each block, take a 10-minute break and review what's been done. This creates a productivity cycle that keeps you motivated and in control. It's like eating an elephant. You do it one bite at a time. Also, don't forget to celebrate the small victories. Each completed work block is an achievement that brings you closer to your final goal. But don't celebrate too long. Acknowledge it and move on to the next block. Adopting this technique will transform the way you work and help combat procrastination effectively. But here's the thing, knowing about it isn't enough. You have to actually use it. Now, here's where we get to the good stuff. The technique I promised you earlier. The one that can increase your discipline in just 1 week. Are you ready for this? It's called the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it immediately. Don't think about it, don't plan it, don't add it to your to-do list, just do it. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It trains your brain to take immediate action instead of procrastinating. Every time you follow this rule, you're building your discipline muscle. But wait, there's more. The most powerful technique, the one that separates the winners from the losers, is what I call the pain-pleasure principle. You need to associate massive pain with not taking action and massive pleasure with taking action. Think about it. What will your life look like in 5 years if you don't change? What opportunities will you miss? What dreams will die? What regrets will you have? Feel that pain. Let it motivate you. Now think about what your life could look like if you develop discipline. What goals could you achieve? What person could you become? What impact could you have? Feel that pleasure. Let it drive you. This is the difference between trying and succeeding. Most people try to rely on motivation, but motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Discipline is what you do when motivation fails you. Here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. The path to success is not glamorous. It's not Instagram-worthy. It's not going to get you likes and shares. It's boring, repetitive, and hard. But it works. While everyone else is looking for shortcuts, hacks, and easy ways out, you're going to do the work. While they're sleeping in, you're going to wake up early. While they're making excuses, you're going to make progress. That's what discipline is really about. It's about doing what others won't do so you can have what others won't have. It's about sacrificing what you want now for what you want most. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, I want you to implement everything we've talked about today. Set clear goals, create a routine, use the time-blocking technique, follow the 2-minute rule, and use the pain-pleasure principle. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until you have more time. Don't wait until the conditions are perfect. They never will be. Start today, start now, start with whatever you have. Because at the end of the day, you have 2 choices. You can continue being the person you've always been, getting the results you've always gotten. Or you can become someone new, someone disciplined, someone who gets things done. The choice is yours. But choose quickly, because every day you wait is another day you're not moving towards your goals. Every day you delay is another day your dreams get further away. Remember, discipline transforms, but only if you let it. Only if you're willing to do the work. Only if you're ready to stop being a victim and start being a victor. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep watching videos about success? Or are you going to start creating your own success story? The time for excuses is over. The time for action is now.